under a blazing sun that sets the horizon ablaze. The earth crackles, the air shimmers in the intense heat, and the smallest drop of water becomes a matter of life or death. Welcome to the Sonoran Desert in Arizona, a merciless natural arena where the ground temperature regularly exceeds 50 degrees Celsius. Here, vegetation is extremely sparse and resources are fought for in blood. In this arid hell, a cruel rule prevails. To avoid becoming prey, you must become the worst nightmare. But what happens when the desert's greatest killers cross paths with other, equally ravenous super predators? In this hostile world, hunters often become the meal of their own rivals. Subscribe now and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of our exclusive documentaries about the most extreme wildlife on the planet. Prepare to plunge into the heart of a terrifying struggle for survival. Welcome to the Arizona wilderness, the desert where the fiercest predators kill each other. For millions of years, the Sonoran Desert has shaped one of North America's deadliest reptiles, the western diamondback rattlesnake. Perfectly adapted to conserve every joule of energy, this master of camouflage possesses two heat-sensitive pits capable of detecting the slightest temperature changes, even in the darkest night. Its destructive venom contains up to 10 different toxins that attack blood and tissues in seconds. Diamondback rattlesnake is not a hunter that stalks its prey. It is the undisputed king of the ambush. Coiled in a spiral, motionless for more than 12 hours beneath a bush, it waits. Its strike is one of the fastest in the animal kingdom. It is executed in less than 70 milliseconds. That is at least 4 times faster than a human blink. With fangs measuring up to 2 centimeters long, the dose of venom injected is immediately devastating. The afternoon heat subsides. A nearly 2-meter-long adult rattlesnake rests in the shade of a rock, but another desert inhabitant is on the prowl, the Gila monster. This massive venomous lizard, easily 50 centimeters long and weighing over a kilogram, possesses a formidable sense of smell. It isn't looking for seeds or small insects. It's looking for fresh meat. The Gila monster spots the snake. Instead of fleeing, the lizard advances. The snake rears up, extends its rattle, and unleashes a deafening rattle with over 70 vibrations per second. A clear warning. But the Gila monster possesses an almost impenetrable armor of bony scales. It approaches and completely ignores the threat. Diamondback rattlesnake strikes. Its fangs ricochet off the lizard's armored hide. In a flash, the Gila monster retaliates and locks its incredibly powerful jaws onto the snake's body. Unlike a snake that injects its venom all at once, the Gila monster grinds its prey and lets its toxins drip down its lower teeth for several minutes. The fight is incredibly violent. The snake writhes in every direction, but the pressure is devastating. After an intense struggle, the snake becomes still. The Gila monster then begins to devour its venomous rival whole. But in a desert, where even venomous monsters must hide to sleep, who watches over the hunter when night falls completely? A long-standing symbol of Native American legends, the coyote is the true survivor of Arizona. Smaller than the wolf, but infinitely more adaptable, this canid, weighing between 10 and 15 kilograms, has conquered the arid lands thanks to its extraordinary intelligence. It possesses 300 million olfactory receptors in its nose, 60 times more developed than in humans. It can hear the movement of prey underground from over 30 meters away and run at a top speed of 65 kilometers per hour. The coyote combines the stamina of an athlete with the cunning of a fox. When hunting alone, it uses the terrain to its advantage, moving in the shadows of dry ravines. In packs of 5 or 6, coyotes organize strategic drives, exhausting their prey before delivering the final blow. Night has fallen on the canyon. A lone coyote desperately searches for something to eat to satisfy its daily requirement of at least 500 grams of food. Its sense of smell picks up a musky scent. A diamondback rattlesnake slithers through an open area heavy with the cool night temperatures. The coyote knows perfectly well how dangerous its adversary is. A single bite to the nose would be fatal. The canid then begins a veritable psychological dance. It circles the reptile at high speed, barking and making feint attacks to exhaust the snake. The reptile constantly pivots, striking at thin air and expending precious energy. After 5 minutes of this confrontation, the snake showed a sign of fatigue. Its reaction time slowed by a fraction of a second. This was the exact opportunity the coyote had been waiting for. With an acrobatic leap, it dodged a final strike and caught the snake just behind the head. In a lightning-fast neck thrust, the coyote snapped the reptile's spine. The venomous predator became a protein-rich meal for the cunning canid. However, in the shadows of the rocky ridges, a much larger figure watches the scene. And for this mountain phantom, a satiated coyote is the perfect prey. The puma is the undisputed ruler of Arizona's mountains and canyons. This majestic feline is the desert's largest predator, weighing up to 80 kilograms and measuring over 2 meters long from nose to tail. It possesses powerful musculature, capable of leaping prodigious distances of 9 meters long and 3 meters high in a single bound. Silent as a shadow, it reigns supreme at the top of the food chain. The puma is the ultimate master of stealth. It stalks its prey from the rocky heights, using the terrain to approach within 10 meters without making a sound. Its attack is an explosion of raw power. It leaps onto its victim's back, using its 5-centimeter retractable claws to hold it down before sinking its canines directly into the nape of the neck to break the vertebrae. 2 coyotes finish devouring their prey at the bottom of a ravine. Intoxicated by their success, they lower their guard for a brief moment. High atop a red sandstone cliff, a 70-kilogram female puma watches the scene. Her pupils capture the faintest glimmer of moonlight with night vision 6 times better than ours. Hunger guides her. Without a sound, the feline descended the rock face with disconcerting agility. The coyotes sensed the danger a fraction of a second too late. The puma pounced on the first coyote like a formidable mass of muscle. The impact was brutal. The puma pinned the coyote to the ground and instantly snapped its neck with a jaw force exceeding 300 kilograms per square centimeter. The second coyote, panicked, tries to bite the puma to defend its territory, but the weight difference is insurmountable. The puma sweeps the second coyote aside with a ferocious swipe of its paw. Wounded and terrified, The surviving coyote flees into the darkness, howling. The victorious puma seizes its heavy prey and effortlessly hauls it up the cliff to eat in secret. In the Arizona desert, the king has claimed his due. In Arizona's Sonoran Desert, the line between hunter and prey is thinner than ever. From the rattlesnake's lightning-fast venom, to the coyote's surgical cunning, to the silent, brute strength of the mountain lion, each species must reinvent its tactics daily to avoid extinction. It's a fragile balance where the slightest mistake is immediately costly. Which of these apex predators impressed you the most with its strategy? The snake, the coyote, or the puma? Tell us directly in the comments. If this journey into the heart of extreme wildlife captivated you, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, share this video, and subscribe to the channel to support our work. We'll see you very soon for another documentary about the most fascinating creatures on our planet.